What do we got here? The world's biggest box of wheels. Just kidding. This is the first Enve Melee that the bicycle station is building up. This is my personal road bike, and it's going to be my long-term test bike. I'm going to be racing this all year.
You're gonna keep it for a whole year?
I'm going to keep this for a whole year and ride it for a whole year, unless something catastrophic happens. You might start seeing a lot more of these, because Enve gave a decent discount to bike shop employees.
Enve is making a big splash recently. They are not only sponsoring a world tour team now, but they're trying to get these bikes in people's hands. And one of the ways they've done that is they basically offered some amazing industry deals to everybody. There's a lot of bike shop employees that you might have noticed they all have some Enve bikes now. And I think it's cool, honestly.
Not only bike shop employees, smaller teams.
Yeah,
not even teams, smaller individuals.
Like well-known. Well, the word is influencer. They're pushing hard to get these bikes in people's hands, and this is the first one we've gotten to test. But so far, a lot of people have had some pretty nice feedback on these things. Everybody seems to really like the bikes, and so I definitely commend Enve for being aggressive in their marketing with their new products, because they seem like really good bikes so far, and kudos to Enve for that.
Does it look cool?
I mean, yeah.
Does it look aero?
Is it supposed to be aero?
I don't know.
One thing that I think we're dealing with here is this an endurance bike, Trey?
Is
this a gravel bike?
This is like a perfect mixture of every bicycle combined. Like aero bike, road bike, endurance road bike, gravel bike, all-rounder.
What are we doing anymore?
I don't know, but look at this boxing situation.
What happened?
They shipped us this box.
Oh yeah, the box conundrum.
And they shipped us this box with the parts in it, and then they shipped us that box with the wheels in it.
Can I tell you what actually happened? They shipped us the wheel box and the parts box, and then the frame box wasn't there, and I was like, whoa, they forgot the frame.
We thought we got scammed out of a frame.
And it came the next day, which I figured it would, but they got us for a second. They tricked us.
Yeah. There it is.
Boxes and boxes and boxes. What brand C-Post is that, Trey? Oh.
Enve.com.
Enve.com.
This is very reminiscent of building up a pivot. They just give you the frame and then all the parts, and they're like,
do it.
Go build it.
Go build it. Thanks, y'all,
Which is fun, but crazy.
Power tools.
Power tools on bike parts. Love it or hate it. I love it.
I think it's common.
Yeah.
You don't
People like to pretend that they don't. So we found the first major flaw in the bike build before we started the bike build. The bike came with 175 cranks, which isn't a huge deal.
It's a 58. I mean, like...
It's a 58,
yeah.
But I feel like no one rides big cranks
dropping
anymore.
bolts on the ground.
But the bike also didn't come with a power meter.
I'm gonna give them a pass on that for...
You think so?
Well, for how much we paid for this,
assuming we were paying retail.
Yeah.
This is a retail bike, I think, right?
Well, that's a good question, because...
If we were to pay retail, we would get the same parts, right?
I don't think so. Do they sell this as a complete?
Yeah.
Let's figure it out.
I guess you probably have to build bike on the website. Maybe.
I'm gonna see what they sell. We'll be right
Yeah,
back. I looked on the website. I don't think this bike actually comes with a power meter.
Bad news.
I think it's a mistake. This is a $12,000 bike.
Yeah, rival tarmac comes with a power meter.
I'm not saying, like, we definitely got us a very good deal on these bikes, so I'm not saying that the one that we got is necessarily what the same spec would be, but if you look at the website, it does not indicate that you're getting a power meter, so that's kind of something to consider with this bike. It's hard to see, but I don't think the photo, that's a power meter either, so they're not lying to anybody, but keep it in mind. What are you doing?
It ain't fitting.
Don't drop it in the frame.
It's screwed together. What is going on?
Put the clamp in first, but don't drop it.
Do you think it's too screwed together?
Yeah. Dude.
Should we blame Enve for that?
No. What is going on?
You know nothing about frame protection noises.
I don't hear that good.
Is that why you don't use this stuff?
Okay.
Because you can't hear nothing? Really long.
What you're doing is a waste of time.
Do you think there's a better way to do this?
Just take it off and throw it away.
I'm not doing that.
What's it caught
I
on?
think that's as long. Oh, that's like long enough. We'll cut it.
Get the right bolts for that.
Dang.
The fork actually, I like the style of this fork better.
What do you like, direct mount?
Yeah, but we got sent out the not right bolts for that.
Ain't long enough.
Nope. No. Realized that this handlebar is way too wide for tray.
That ain't arrow.
How wide is this? It said like 47.
47 in the drops.
Oh, it says on it.
Yeah, it should say 42.5 in the hoods.
I have a really narrow one at the Columbus store. Oh, so you duct tape it?
I don't know if you do. I do.
Yeah, I would do that.
That's something I'd be doing.
You know what you didn't do? Cut the sear tube.
I haven't done that yet. We give it the old choppy chop.
I didn't know the brakes were the first step.
When would you do this?
After I cut the steer tube. It's not my bike.
Sometimes life doesn't make sense.
I'm just judging for no good reason.
Give me some parts.
What do you need?
All of them.
I gotta, so this?
That.
Okay.
Do you think this would have been easier if I didn't put the hoses on?
Yes, that's why I was being rude to you. Look at this boy. It says Enve. This was a token part is what that brand says. Wow, dude, I told
Did you see that?
I freaking told you. Here, put this on.
Oh god. There's so much happening.
Why are you doing it like that? Just put it down there, dude.
This would have been so easy without the bob on.
That's what I said. You're going to blind yourself, dude. You're lucky it's not like spewing dot fluid everywhere.
I wish it was.
Are we slamming this?
Marginally. We're gonna put like 20 mils of spacers on it.
So to slam it, y'all, don't put the stem on and then mark it like right at the top of the headset, like this. And then when you cut it, it'll be as low as it can possibly be, right, Trey?
What'd you say? This is a cool spacer idea. You don't have to like route the hoses through the spacer. They can just like...
Buddy.
They just clip on.
They clip on, wow.
The hoses. Look at that. That's nice.
Wow.
That's really easy to do.
How tall are you going?
We're gonna do 20, no, 15.
15. Your dog's eating paper.
Are you hungry, little doggy?
That's a paper-eating dog. Grace is gonna be so mad at you. What is that? It's a leaf.
Oh yeah, he loves leaves.
That's okay. You can eat that.
Buster the leaf eater.
That's definitely a stem.
That's a stem. Some finagly bits.
Are you gonna be okay?
I think it'd be easier without these like metal tips on the end.
The metal tips have a hook on them that you can grab.
That?
Yeah.
I don't think my pick's the right pick.
Is it going through?
Why is it so hard?
You need a magnet. What did you do while I was fighting that?
So while you were fighting that, all I did was install an infinite bottom bracket, not the stock one. For the
Okay.
speed.
Speed. I bet this bike's fast.
I think it'll be fast. We're gonna do a time test.
You have to. You've committed to that for the rest of your life.
Shoot.
Shoot.
That's a lot of little efforts up a hill. Ooh.
Battle of endurance bikes. Crux.
The Crux is the best.
We haven't made a video about the Crux. Do you think we should do that sometime soon? We should, yeah.
I had to use the Park Tool Blue Boys.
My most hated tool.
But why do we have to do it? Even Jesse with
I gave up.
picks wasn't able to get the hoses through the stem.
Yo, guys, we sold this Crux just now. Check it out.
Not online.
Not online, but if you wanted to buy that online, you could have. Where could you have bought that at?
TheBicycleStation.com.
Yeah, you missed out. Or you could have ordered that frame, but you didn't. And so we sold it out from under you in our retail store.
Why didn't anyone buy it online?
we decided that this was the best way to do it.
This is easier than rerunning your hoses through the stem. This is what happens when you get ahead of yourself and put the hoses through the bike before you cut those here.
Yeah, I said we should cut the fork before we route the hoses, but we didn't.
Do you think this is sharp enough to get the job done?
On carbon for sure.
Thought about it.
Did you cut it too short?
I hope not.
I hope so. That'd be funny.
I think it'll be perfect. Actually, it might be too long, but I brought more spacers, so we're good. Would you rather have it too long or too short?
Too short.
Wrong. Maybe right. You might be asking why I'm putting all these fancy parts on the ground. Because when you work in Jesse's space, there's not enough table room to put any parts.
That's because we're remodeling. The whole store is getting remodeled. The bike matches the wall. Did you notice that? Yeah.
Do you think it is like camouflage in the video?
No, it looks great.
This is the bar that this bike comes with.
The-
A 42 mil wide in the tops. Gravel. Is this like a gravel bar?
They call it the all
The
road.
all-road bar. So it's like pretty flared.
Wait. Isn't this a gravel bike?
No, it's an everything bike. It's an all-road bike. But we're using this bike as a race bike.
Oh, it's a race bike now.
Yeah.
With fender mounts? Are you gonna
Don't
put?
you wish your tarmac had fender mounts? So this is the bar that it came with, 42 mil all-road bar, but we're gonna be putting on this little narrow racy boy bar.
Can we stop? It's time to stop, y'all. This says it's 42, but it's actually 37.
This one also says it's 42, but it's actually 42.
That one's right.
Why
This.
did they switch
What is
that
the reasoning for that? It's literally time to stop doing this.
I think
y'all.
it's because the UCI like measures them in the drops. I don't know if that's
So then that's a
fact.
47. They're just
No,
wrong.
It's 42 in the drops. It should be a 47.
That's what I'm saying.
It's weird that the same brand is using two different measurements.
That's what I mean. It's
Yeah.
time to stop.
Stop it.
Stop it. This is ridiculous. If you're going to make a bar that is 37 whatever's wide, it should say it's 37 so that when you buy it and it comes in the mail and you thought it was going to be a 42, you aren't mad
Did
about...
you make that mistake?
Yes, that's why we have this. I was ordering the other bar. I wanted the Enve whatever bar, and I ordered this from Allied, and it was a 42, but they sent out this, which is definitely not a 42. It's actually 37, which is stupid, but Trey wants to be like that for some reason, so he gets to have it now. So we figured it out. Crisis averted. But yeah, please fix this, guys.
I think it's an indie thing.
I'm trying to think of one other brand, Trek.
But Treks are all the same, like across the board.
Trek, yeah,
Or
Trek is at least consistent.
Yeah.
Envy's for some reason Envy's not consistent. We learned.
We did it. I did it backwards.
I did
but
it.
Good news, Envy bars are extremely easy to route. Like,
Yeah, they're awesome,
push
honestly.
it through and it like goes to where it wants to go.
It's honestly awesome.
Which bars are really hard?
Actually, most brands have started to get this figured out. Like, it's not too hard to get them through.
Zip's kind of hard.
You know, I feel like my perspective on the bar is completely skewed because I've done it so many times. Like, I don't really have. I thought you just shoved it back in.
I kind of did, but it's still right there.
Hey. I love integrated handlebars.
I do too, not integrated stems.
I wish it was just one piece. I thought Envy has like a one piece thing. Is that not a thing yet? I've seen photos of it.
Done.
Basically, I would say so. 42.
It's fantastic.
See it. A doobie spinning.
Whoa.
Shout out Alfredo who made this wheel set, by the way. Thank you.
But if they blow up, you're screwed.
We're gonna
Alfredo.
freaking find you. So this is a SES 4.5 wheel set that was made in, I'm pretty sure Utah, by Alfredo specifically. And I would be stoked about this wheel set. So Trey's opinion is different than mine. But like it's such an interesting point of view to be like worried about tires blowing off your rims.
That's
And
not what you want when you're like descending down a hill at 40 miles an hour. There's like a weird lip on parts of this Envy rim.
the whole wheel.
Like not everywhere. It's like hooks your finger. Some spots it feels like they sanded it off, and then other spots it's like really like 2 or 3 mils tall. I don't know if that's like a manufacturing thing.
Well, I'm not riding the wheel. I ride hookless zip wheels all the time, so like this is not a big deal to me, but I also don't race crits like Trey does at the fast boy speeds. I'm not as fast. I kind of hope something happens, you know?
Something good happens.
Something good happens.
No, these are 73 PSI because they're hookless.
It said 80 on that sticker, the warning sticker.
I don't trust that.
Just to be clear, I trust them.
The people that make the rules of tire and wheel sizes say like, it's not safe. What's their name?
I don't know.
That organization. Jesus Christ.
Dude, come on.
70 some.
It's still leaking.
That's okay.
Slosh it around. There you go. Just so everyone knows, that was a bit that we scripted.
So scary.
It's not. All
Got
right.
tires that say Enve on them.
Nothing bad happened like I predicted.
What about the average person that doesn't know that 80 PSI is the max and they're like, pump it up to 120?
It happens.
And you know what? That's why there was a warning sticker on it. It's almost like Envy thought about this.
People don't build their bikes to know that that warning sticker came on it.
Fair.
That's the problem.
This is like the most high maintenance build I've ever
Is that
seen.
normal?
No. Does it feel normal?
It feels not cross-threaded. Maybe that is normal and we've never noticed that
I've never
the
noticed that.
cassettes go on crooked.
It clearly wasn't straight. Wait, what the? How are you going
Did
forward?
it just break?
What did you just do? What just happened? Wait, stop. What just happened? This is cursed.
Envy. This is not supposed to happen.
I can't believe that.
How did their hubs come apart?
What? It's just like a ratchet. Look.
Maybe I just needed to press it together
Press it in
tighter.
more. Is it engaging? What?
That thing's stuck. Is that one of them is supposed to be like
Is there a
there's
spring in there?
behind it, but it's not springing.
So when you tighten the cassette, it bound maybe?
It broke it.
Pull the cassette off.
So you
I
took
cannot
off the
believe this.
cassette?
I cannot believe this.
And apparently putting cassettes on Enve Freehubs just breaks,
No way,
breaks
dude.
the hub.
Come on.
Like how does
What happened?
what could possibly happen?
We filmed the whole thing. I mean, like, I filmed you putting it on. It's not like we did anything weird there.
There was no weird stuff. Do you think we can fix it?
I think we can fix it. There has to be some kind of, like, bound spring or something. Oh!
I just took this off and was just like pushing on this and it like exploded out. So I think it got stuck.
Yeah.
Which should not happen.
But, like, it's not broken. There's no way.
That way it can like engage and disengage, but it gets stuck.
Put it back on the wheel.
No, it's just gonna do it again. Like that should, there. That's what it should do.
It's like a DT.
It's like
Yeah.
a DT except
Bigger.
not working. But that shouldn't happen.
Wait. It was pretty lubed. It is pretty lubed, to be honest.
I think it's too sticky of lube.
This is like an epic adventure of a build video. Does it work?
Okay, we're back to freehubbing. We have engagement, and then it doesn't spin forward.
Yeah, try
See if
again.
it still works. It should not move up, but it just started
Stop.
moving again.
No, come on, guys. It's not.
It's stuck again.
Unstuck it and put it back in. Yes. Is it not even fit in now? Is the cassette compressing the...
Yes, that's definitely what's happening.
So is it Shram's fault or is it Envy's fault?
I'm gonna blame this on Enve because if we get a different cassette on this wheel, we'll know that it's the wheel.
We decided to get a cassette that we know
It's good.
is good, that has been on a different bike.
Multiple bikes.
Multiple.
Yeah, you just still.
Does it work right now? Yeah. Okay, put it on.
We're just trying to get through this
We're
day.
just trying to make a bicycle work.
We did not want any of this to happen.
It's working better. So it might be the cassette. That'd be hilarious. I'll call Shram. It's probably good.
That does not sound good. It's not engaging fully. Like it's just
Like it's slipping still if you put like force on it.
you can just tell by the sound that it's not like it's still stuck. Fully stuck in there. I can't even pull it out.
It's more stuck now.
It's completely stuck.
No. Oh my god.
It's stuck.
What should I do?
All Envy.
I don't know how to do that.
Me neither.
That's worse than the one that came with the bike.
Yeah, we have other wheels around that we can maybe ride the bike while Envy fixes this issue.
So
Like one should.
basically,
We got a bad Freehub.
bad Freehub. Let's finish building this.
Hey, you, hater of the best bottle cages in the world. We're about to prove you wrong.
We're proving them wrong.
Every video we do, we get a comment saying,
Oh, you put those cages on an S-word.
we don't usually have these around, but this bike came with some pretty nice carbon cages, honestly,
Envy.
like Envy cages.
Envy carbon.
But we now have an opportunity to dunk on the haters, so we're going to.
So, like, and this isn't to show like that the Envy cage is bad, because it's probably really good.
Yeah,
it's
no,
a nice.
These actually look
Yeah,
sick.
this is a
but
nice carbon
We
cage.
just want to show you that these are also really.
Yeah,
really cool.
that's the point. Just so
Okay.
we're clear.
Envy cage.
Envy cage. 31 grams.
31 grams.
It's gonna be heavier. Oh my god.
This is gonna be heavier?
No, the Envy cage is heavier.
They're the same. They're the same.
Oh
31. Okay.
no.
They're
Okay.
the same.
See.
Don't be hating.
Yeah, but this will break.
That will break.
This will break, and that won't break.
these, if you get like, who makes them? Specialized makes those really tall bottles, but they're bigger around, and they don't fit in most cages. So you can bend these like bigger or smaller depending on what size
Bendy
bottles
boys.
you have.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Thank you.
Quit hating.
Quit haters quit it.
Actually, keep hating. It's funny.
Yeah.
We got the wheels on, obviously. Got rear derailleur, front derailleur, chain, pedals, Freehub works. We're routing hoses now, and then we got bar tape and we got saddle. I've never used an Envy saddle clamp before.
That's goofy looking.
It is goofy looking. I haven't used one before, so we'll have to figure that out and see if it's like easy. A small minor inconvenience is the way the hoses come out of the bars. You can see it has to like hook up and then into the SRAM levers instead of being like straight out, which just makes it like kind of hard to set up. It won't be an issue or anything, like it'll kink your hose, but another small little thing to think about when you're setting these up. I would assume we start with loosening
It was like a really close face
loosening the
shot.
bolts. I don't even know what's going on here.
It's goofy, I'm telling you.
Think you should ever have to use a website just to put a saddle on.
I agree.
I think we're gonna have to take these like all the way out. This is the little clamp that came on the bike, but the bike comes with a carbon saddle with carbon rails. So you have to swap it for the like carbon railed saddle thing. That's kind of silly. But at least they include the other clamp. Like brands like Trek and stuff don't. You have to go and buy it.
Well, there's
So
one thing Envy does, right?
they did that right. They nailed it. And this is really hard to use, this saddle clamper thing.
Go like under it. There we go,
You
son.
gotta do the under. Like that.
You know, that's something really funny. I knew how to do this the whole time.
Since there's two like screws that you have to tighten here, if you tighten like the back one, then it angles the saddle down. If you tighten the front one, it angles it up, which makes it like really good for like micro adjusting. We have it max tilted down, and I usually like my saddle tilted down like somewhere between 2 and 3 degrees like down, and the most it can go down is 1 degree. So that's like not good. Small amounts of adjustment, unless I'm doing something wrong, which is totally a possibility. But I like mess with it a little bit and kind of get it to go down. So I might have to look into that, or this is as far down as you can get your saddle. So bike is almost built. While we were building this,
We sold one.
we sold an Envy. So
No,
if you want an
I'm
Envy,
stoked.
call us at the bicycle station phone number.
People be interrupting us to come get a custom build made, and you could be one of those people.
This build didn't go like super smoothly, but it wasn't bad. Other than the hub.
There was, like, one
we
problem.
had a hub problem, but like
And a lot of trade complaining.
I complained about the hub was a problem. That was a real problem, but I think it was like 1 in 100 maybe. I don't know.
Well, it was fixed immediately upon switching the Freehubs.
Bike looks sick.
It looks
I think-
amazing.
I think it's gonna ride really well. You can put big fat tires in it, like 35s, which I think is awesome because I love.
This
training.
is a gravel bike.
I love
It's
training.
always been a gravel
I
bike.
love training on big tires, and I guess you could race it on gravel.
That bike was.
That's 17.
That bike weighs
17.9.
That bike weighs 18 pounds.
16 and a half.
Do you know for some reason? Oh, 16.6.
That's
without bar tape, so 16.8 with bar tape.
That's like pretty impressive. With pedals, it's 16.
I guess we're missing a Garmin mount too, but it's
No, that's not gonna happen.
still under 17 with a Garmin mount.
For sure. Are the batteries on it?
Batteries, pedals, there's no power
There's
meter.
no power meter.
We'll be adding a power meter. That adds like
I mean, that's not.
200 grams.
I'm gonna go ahead and say
maybe
this
not.
is 17 pounds.
17 pounds flat, which is solid.
It also looks awesome.
It
like,
looks sick.
It's always looked awesome. I just
What
wanna say
is my tarmac that is like identical build is like 16 and a half. So they're almost the same, but this can fit way bigger tires. Ride video coming up next.